I'm wearing an awesome Hufflepuff shirt. You can't see it because I'm wearing an awful Hufflepuff. I can't say anything today. Hi, welcome back to Amber Unabridged. I'm here today to bring you a very exciting announcement. I have been selected to co-host the Hufflepuff team for the Hogwarts House Battles, which is taking place this September, the 1st through the 30th of 2019. I'm wearing an awesome Hufflepuff shirt, but you can't see it because camera angles are a bitch. I am going to be doing a separate TBR video. I will leave links to everything I mentioned down below, be it people, Twitter pages, video mentions, whatever. The Hogwarts House Battles was created by Katie over at Bookmarked. This readathon is structured similarly to a number of other readathons that have popped up over the last year, which is that it is page-based and has a competitive nature. The way that this is divvied up is that you sign on to join your Hogwarts house as a team, and you compete to earn house points for your house. If you're familiar with Harry Potter, you know the houses compete every year to earn the house cup for team spirit or whatever. And that's what this is. It's team spirit. There are 4 main components to how you can earn points for your team. The first is to read books. Every page that you read counts as 1 house point for your house. So if you read a 420 page book, that's 420 house points that you can add. You can enter the pages daily. You could enter them at the end of the week. As long as you're entering the correct number of pages onto the spreadsheet, which I will also link down below, then it really doesn't matter as long as it's within the month of September and it's accurate to what you're reading. So if you wait to enter your pages until you finish a book on the 3rd day and you enter the pages, even if you read some of them on the 1st and some of them on the 2nd and some of them on the 3rd, that's fine as long as it's accurate. If you read the pages, track the pages. Don't change anybody else's totals. We had some issues with that back earlier in February for a different readathon. People were changing other people's totals, and that's not cool, guys. So don't do that. We're here to have fun and not be douchebags. So that's the first way to earn pages. The second is to complete the class challenges. Now, if you're familiar with Hogwarts, it's a school of witchcraft and wizardry, and students spend 7 years there, and they take a number of classes that help them learn the magical arts. So I'm going to run through those classes. There are 15 class challenges. Each challenge that you complete earns you a bonus 50 points for your house. I'm going to go through the class challenges and tell you what they are and kind of provide a little bit of clarity for anything that might seem a little non-obvious. So the first one is alchemy. To read a book, read a recommendation from a friend. So that can be someone you know in real life. That can be somebody through the BookTube community, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, a sign at Barnes & Noble, a bookseller, a librarian, anybody. If you see it and somebody recommends it to you and you read it, you can count it. Apparition. Only read this book in public. Basically anywhere where somebody could walk in on you reading the book. Arithmancy. Read a book with a number in the title. That seems pretty self-explanatory, though I will clarify that it could be a number or it could be the number spelled out. Astronomy. Only read this book at night. Let's say after 9 p.m. or when it gets dark out or whatever. Care of magical creatures. Read a book with an animal on the cover. Makes sense. Charms. Read a new to you book. Have you read it? No? Then it counts. Defense against the dark arts. Read a book you previously put down. So not necessarily a DNF unless you want to give one a second chance, but just if you set it aside because you felt like reading something else, or you set it down because you felt like binge watching Jane the Virgin, or, whatever. Doesn't matter if it was yesterday or last year. Just pick it up again. Keep reading. You're good. But make sure you only count the pages that you read between September 1st and September 30th. Divination. Read a predicted 5-star read. So if you think that you are going to rate a book 5 stars, something that you feel is going to be right up your literary alley, then read it. I mean, even if you end up not rating it 5 stars, if you think you would rate it 5 stars, then it counts. Flying. Read your most anticipated book. So just something you're really excited about, but like more so than the others, I guess. Herbology. I like my succulent earrings. Read a book that means a lot to you. So if it had an impact on your life, if it was physically given to you by somebody that you are really close to, or if it just has a content that really speaks to you, just a book that gives you all the feels. History of magic. Read a book from another generation. So this is going to be something that is from, let's say, if it's 15 years before or after you were born. Yeah, give or take. It's loosey-goosey. If you feel like it's another generation, count it. I think that this also can apply to stories that take place in other generations, not just books that were published in other generations. Muggle studies. Read a hyped book. So if you read a book that everybody's talking about, it counts. Or, a book you've seen advertised, or a book you've heard about your entire life, or somebody has just been talking about it nonstop since the day you met them, it counts. Potions. Read a genre you wouldn't usually pick up. That's pretty self-explanatory. Even if you've read other books within the genre, just as long as it's not something that you go to all the time, as long as it's something just slightly outside your comfort zone. Study of ancient runes. Read a classic novel. So, people disagree on the definition of classic on occasion. I'm going to say anything that's 100 years old or older. That's what I'm going to say. If you feel like it's a classic, maybe if it's 50 years or older, maybe if it's 70 years or older, maybe if it only counts if it's 200 years, or maybe it only counts if it's from Greece. Whatever floats your boat. If it counts, just have fun with it. And the last one is Transfiguration. Read the last book you bought. That's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, if you complete any of these class challenges, knowledge is power. So you earn 50 bonus points for your house if you complete any of them. They don't have to be all separate books. If you read a book that fits 8 of these challenges, you can earn that 50 points 8 times. Although if you do find a book that meets 8 of these challenges, I would be very impressed. I am personally trying to double up on the challenges as much as I can, because my September is going to be a little Nutter Butters. So I am trying to read strategically. The next way that you can earn extra house points for your house is by completing the group assignments, which are to read the group books. There's one book for each team. However, you can read any of the group assignments and you get the bonus points. It's 100 points per house book. So you can read the one for your own team, which is encouraged because then, it's kind of focused for the team, mostly based on the cover, not so much for the content. Although maybe the content will match, I don't know. But if you do that, then you can chat with your housemates and see how you all felt about it and build camaraderie and, family outside of family and all that. Have a good time. So the 4 books are, for Hufflepuff, it is The Revolution of Bertie Randolph by Randy Colbert. For Ravenclaw, it is House of Salt and Sorrows by Aaron A. Craig. For Slytherin, it's Wilder Girls by Rory Power. And for Gryffindor, it's With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I'm really glad that we get points for reading other teams' group books, because I've been wanting to read With the Fire on High because I loved the Poet X, and I was probably going to read it anyway, so hey. Then again, I might not. My TBRs are always trash because I'm an impulse reader. So the final way to earn house points for your team is through the weekly challenges. Now, these are going to be set up so that there is a challenge that's announced each of the Sundays in September. So the 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd, haha. The weekly challenge is worth 150 points. There are 3 possible ways you could earn that bonus. However, you can't earn it more than once per week. So there's going to be a YouTube challenge, a Twitter challenge, and an Instagram challenge. If you do any of the 3 within the week between the Sunday until midnight Saturday night, then you earn 150 points. If you do all 3 within that week, it's still just 150 points. But maybe you had a good time. They're going to be announced by the hosts, so we're going to be trading off who announces them every week. So be sure to keep an eye out on all of the hosts. A lot of people have been asking questions. Yes, audiobooks count. Just make sure that you find out what the page total is so that you're tracking your reading properly. There's a Google document that has all of this information that you can track. So when you finish a class assignment, you go in there, you find that assignment, and you check the box for it, and then it tracks your points for that. And then you enter in your points daily. You track if you read a group book, which one, if you do the weekly challenge, which one, etc. So there's a way to keep track of all of that on the Google document, and that is how you officially enter in your points. So make sure that you do that. There's a little bit of time to sign up. You can sign up all the way until August 31st, as long as you get on the spreadsheet before then. We are also going to be doing reading sprints. There's a separate Twitter page for reading sprints. So if you're going to participate, make sure you're following that in addition to the main House Battles Twitter account. The Twitter page is HB Sprints. So follow that, because we're going to be doing some reading sprints to encourage some hardcore reading. It'll be great. Make sure you're following the House Battles Twitter page. That's going to be retweeting probably everything related to the House Battles, but you should also follow your hosts. Also, if you are not on BookTube or Twitter or Instagram, that's fine. You're still welcome to join. Just sign up, hang out with us, have fun, and maybe watch some of our videos and just see how people are doing and having a good time and make some new friends. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Message any of the hosts on Twitter or the House Battles Twitter account. So yeah, that's my announcement video. I'm super excited. September is going to be crazy. We're going to be having a good time. Let me know if you're participating. Let me know if you're Team Hufflepuff. I want to connect with you guys. I am so excited, and I hope that you are too. So I will catch you in September. Bye.